it's Reija, and it's time for another video. If you will indulge me for a second as I go a little bit more personal, this summer was very hard for me on so many levels. I was basically on sick leave for the whole summer thanks to my mental health struggles, and I also had I also lost a family member during the summer who was very important to me. And then the school semester started and I got sick on top of everything else. So summer was really difficult. And with that in mind, I thought that I would do a summer favorites video to wrap up the whole summer, because we are now in the fall season, and to focus on kind of the good stuff I had going on summer and the positive things. So I thought I would share with you all my summer favorites and all the things that made me happy during summer. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I want to talk about some entertainment that I watched. First, I started watching Nailed It, which is a reality TV show that's streaming on Netflix. And it is basically based on the hashtag Nailed It, where people are trying to recreate these pastries and recreate cakes that have been made by professionals, and then amateur cooks and amateur bakers are trying to recreate them, and sometimes with not the desired results. And I just loved the show because it isn't mean-spirited. Every time the judges give critiques, they focus on the positive sides, and they try to be encouraging and give constructive criticism. And I just felt that the whole show was very wholesome and fun and colorful, and I really loved it. So I have been enjoying watching Nailed It on Netflix. Another show I've been enjoying watching is obviously Queer Eye. That's another really hopeful show that gave me a lot of positive feelings when I was watching it. I basically invited my bestie over, we made a pillow fortress on the couch, and we binged the second season when it came out. And it was so much fun and I loved it. Tang is my favorite. He's so salty, he's a sassy queen. I love him. I'm not always on the same page with him when it comes to like fashion choices, but I really like his sassiness. And Karamo is also like super fine. Really enjoy his input when he tries to build these people's confidence, and everyone on that team is just a delight. Not sure about Anthony, like I guess he's there, but Queer Eye has been a delight to watch, and I can't wait for another season of that show, and I'm hoping to watch that with my bestie as well. Then another series I have been watching is Atelier, which is a Japanese drama that focuses on a fashion house that makes custom lingerie for women. And I love that show. It's a coming-of-age story. You can see all the details they've put into like showing you how the patterns get drafted and how the tailoring works, and it is so much fun. I don't like how it is kind of fat-phobic, and there are some other elements intrinsic to Japanese culture which are kind of iffy when it comes to like portrayal of women, because Japan is a kind of patriarchal society. But other than that, it is so good, and it is also another feel-good series that I've been enjoying watching. And finally, on the entertainment side, I want to talk about Voltron Legendary Defender, because that show pretty much took over my entire end of July and August. I loved Voltron Season 1. I went to watch Voltron Season 2, but then I kind of fell off the bandwagon. And I have to admit that I was one of those people who got sucked in back to Voltron when they announced that Shiro is the first animated LGBT superhero in an American TV show or TV series. And I was like, okay, yes, I will go back, thank you. And I binged the whole freaking series. Now, I could go on about my thoughts on the LGBT representation, but that's a story for a completely different video, so I won't go into that, but I just love that show so much. It has so many good role models. Pidge is a character who is a really good role model for girls getting into STEM. Hunk and Lance are both people of color. Hunk is an engineer. Hunk is also, in my opinion, kind of a fat positive character. And there's just so many good things about that show that I really love, that I could pretty much gush and talk about the whole video. But yeah, Voltron Legendary Defender was so much fun, and I really love the way it handles personal relationships in that show. I just love that. Then on to other kind of entertainment, I want to talk about 2 anime shows that I have been enjoying watching this summer. First is Gegege no Kitaro, which is a yokai supernatural anime about this boy who goes to help when there are spirits running havoc in Japan, and it is so much fun. It kind of critiques a lot of ongoing stuff in Japan's culture, like there have been episodes focusing on like the idol fetishization, YouTube sensationalism, and stuff like that. It is so much fun. It kind of picks fun at all various different current topics, as well as being really action-packed and entertaining, and I have loved it very much. And another anime series that I have been dying over is My Hero Academia. I have been loving it. It is basically the crowning point of my Saturday evenings. It is still ongoing, and I have just been eagerly anticipating every Saturday when that show has come on, and I'm loving it. The action scenes are to die for. I love the characters. I love the different superpowers the characters have. I also love the female characters, and in the latest arc I've been loving how the different characters all get to shine, and that's another show that I've been really loving this summer. Then I have some clothing items that I want to talk about. First, I bought this t-shirt. It is a Ranma Half fan t-shirt, which I've been really loving. It is basically a t-shirt about the character of Ryoga and Pichan, who has a really poor sense of direction, and Ryoga is pretty much me. So I wanted to have this shirt, and I'll insert a picture of me wearing it with one of my outfits. And I love it. It is very soft and very light, perfect for this summer. Then another clothing item I've been enjoying is this romper from Ivana Helsinki. The summer was so hot, and I couldn't wear anything like long-sleeved or long-legged, so I was basically in this romper the whole of summer. I just washed it and put it back on, and it was perfect, and I loved it. It is sleeveless. It doesn't have any like straps. It's just this halter neck, and then it's a short, and it's also very soft and comfy. And the last clothing item that I want to share are the shoes that I got from my sister this summer. These are Iron Fist heels, and I've been loving them. I haven't worn them too much. I've just been kind of walking around the house in these and trying to get my feet accustomed to them, but they are so lovely. I love the bright colors, I love the bows, and I'm hoping to get a lot of wear out of these next spring and next summer. Then I want to talk about some events that I went to. First, this summer I went to Desukon. I made a video about that, which I will link in the cards. I had so much fun. Shinichiro Watanabe was there. He is one of my favorite directors. He's directed Cowboy Bebop and Zankyo no Terror, among other things. And I got his autograph and went to all of his talks, and it was so much fun. I also went to the RuPaul's Work the World tour in Finlandia Hall, and I got to see all my favorites. Valentina was there, Latrice Royale was there, although Finnair lost her luggage, which was disappointing, and also Sharon Needles was there, and it was a delight. I was so happy that my sister treated me to tickets, and we had such a good time. And then I went to FinCon and to Turku with my bestie. We went to all the panels and got to do some shopping. We also kind of went to sightseeing all over Turku, and we went to the island of Seili, which is an old leprosy sanatorium. But it was such a beautiful island, and I loved my trip to Turku. And finally, I want to mention a couple of YouTube channels which are not book related that I've been really enjoying over this summer. And first is Ask a Mortician. I've been really enjoying Caitlin's content on death and death positivity, especially with the loss of a loved one that I had to suffer through recently. Her videos have been really helpful in trying to cope with the situation and getting to kind of normalize my grieving process and not getting stuck in the negativity, because her videos are very positive and fun and lighthearted, even though she discusses very serious topics. And another one I've been enjoying is LGR, which is Lazy Game Reviews. He does like retro tech reviews, old kind of Windows configuration. He goes thrifting for all kinds of different old gadgets, kind of like the 80s technological aesthetic is what he's going for. And I love his videos. I've been really loving watching them. He has a funny personality, and he has the perfect radio voice. So it's been a treat to listen to him. So yeah, these have been some of my summer favorites. Share some of your favorites down in the comments. What have you been up to during this summertime? What have been the things you've been enjoying? And are any of them the same things that I've been enjoying? So talk to me in the comments. If you like this video, please consider giving that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye bye!